Just a few days into the baseball season, 22-year-old rookie Nick Adenhart took the mound as the starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Angels. It was only his fourth game, but that night he showed everybody that this rookie not only had heart, Nick Adenhart had game too.
Jason Giambi is at the plate and takes a curveball for a strike. This is a dangerous hitter. But there's strike two. And he struck Giambi out. Youth wins out this time. Nick Adenhart and Mike Butcher. All in all, a great outing. He strikes Buck out on 3 pitches.
6 scoreless innings. Nick had the game of his life. But just a few hours later, the unimaginable happened.
I can now confirm with the California Angels baseball organization that Nick Adenhart, a rookie who just pitched last night, is dead. He died in a hit-and-run accident in Fullerton, California. We knew about this accident. We have pictures of that video that's come into Fox News Channel. It is a horrific crash scene, a hit-and-run driver that they have caught up with and charged.
After the news was confirmed, the Angels held a news conference. Still shocked, still overcome, but leaving no doubt how they loved and cherished their time with Nick.
Nick's parents, Jim and Janet, wanted me to convey to the entire Angel organization the privilege and it's great. Oh, he's a great kid. And, you know, as a young ball player, you come here and summoned his father the day before and told his dad, better come here because something special is going to happen.
We were very proud of him. It was a privilege to watch, as his family should be very proud of where Nick was at age 18. We first met him to how he, the person he grew into, and that's the memory we're going to move forward with. It was a privilege to be around Nick. He was an outstanding young man.
Going back from the day that I met him when we drafted him in 2004, and he had Tommy John surgery. The first time I met him was in instructional league, and you know, I see this kid walking up with flip-flops, shorts, and a T-shirt that looked like he just got out of the hamper, and to see him just grow as a human being, as a man, and just put everything together and work so hard, and you know, everything seemed like it always came easy for him. And the year before that was his first struggle in baseball, and he just really overcame a lot of things. And you know, to put it down in one sentence, what he did or how I knew him, just it'd be way too hard for me to do. But I saw him growing into being a man, maturity, being accountable. A very respectful gentleman, and just a tremendous teammate that had, he was very, very funny. Just a lot of things came out in spring training that I had never seen of Nick before. Just a great personality, a tremendous kid with a bright future, and obviously came from a loving family.
Please welcome his mom and stepdad, Janet and Dwayne Gigas, and Nick's brother, Henry Gigas. Good to have all you guys here today. Thank you for joining us to talk about your son and Henry, your brother. I want to start by asking, what was Nick like as a kid? Tell me what kind of kid he was.
Well, I'll start. One of the first things that comes to mind is he was, I kind of describe him as impatient. He never had a lot of time to wait for things, so you had to set a lot of expectations for him as a young child. We're going to do this at this time, and you pretty much had to deliver on that. He just had very active, wanted to do a lot of things. You had to fit a lot of things into a normal day, and he was much better if things went as he expected them to go.
Right, Dwayne, let me ask you, did he show an interest in baseball? I mean, did he wanted to do this from the time he was a little bitty kid?
Oh, there was never a time he was not throwing something.
Not just baseballs.
Yeah.
Just not just baseball, but just always playing. And Jim and I used to always laugh that when he did become successful, he was going to have to pay for a rotator cuff surgery because he just was constantly throwing a baseball and football. But as time went on, it was just baseball, baseball.
What age did his coaches and people start saying, this kid's got a little something beyond what normal kids are doing? Because usually that shows up somewhere in their teenage years.
It was, I can remember the day like it was yesterday. It was, he was 14, and he was invited to a tryout for a travel team. He was the youngest kid there by far. He was probably almost 15 at the time, and he threw 90. And I remember after the tryout, he made a number of teams, and I went down to talk to the scout, and the scout looked at me, and all he said was, well, what questions do you have? Your kid just threw 90. You shouldn't have any questions. You know, go back in the stand. So that's when it really kind of happened for him, and he kind of burst onto the scene. So he was almost 15 at the time.
Now, Henry, this is your big brother. He gets a baseball contract playing professional baseball. So how cool is that, having a brother in the majors?
It was never a reason cool for Nick. I mean, me and him knew what his goal was from the time one. It was kind of like, you know, a good thing for him. You know, you just felt good for him. You know, it was never about, it was just about always what his goal was. I never boasted about, because it was his goal, it was his dream, it wasn't mine.
But you play baseball, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you as good as he?
I don't know. That's he says I wouldn't be, but
But you think so, right?
I think I'm right there. So.
All right. We'll be right back with more from Nick Adenhart's family.
So for them and their family, I know he has a little brother, you guys should be so proud of who he was and who he had become. And he was growing day in and day out. I saw it from last year to this year, the growth and maturity and the work ethic that he came to the park with. So everyone that knows Nick, all his friends, everybody, they're all proud. I'm proud to know him. And, you know, I'm sure God's proud to know him too right now.